guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm just doing a little drive with me, and I know that when you watch YouTube you want to come on here to like kind of distract yourself from your life, so you want to like, you know, watch someone be happy and exciting, but I'm like not happy right now. I'm actually really sad. And this video is probably gonna be added to my like things I struggle with series, because it's kind of related to the stuff I've been talking about, and I feel like it's really important to just talk about this stuff because everyone like deals with it.
Why is it so hard to just be myself? I feel like I'm different from everyone else. Yeah, why am I like this? Can somebody please tell me?
Okay, if you guys watched my last like drive with me, you guys would know that there's like tons of construction going on, and it is probably the most annoying thing ever. It just makes me feel like, ugh, it's chaotic and not safe, messy, and just like crowded. Like, what is happening? Okay, so basically right now, a couple hours ago, I got back from a camp that I was at, and the camp was probably the best experience of my like entire life. I loved it so much. Usually I don't really care about getting personal. Like, if someone asks me anything, I'll answer, but with this, it was something like so personal with like my faith and like religion, and like people are so judgmental. It's not embarrassing, but people will make fun of me I would be embarrassed. Does that make sense? I feel like in all my videos I talk about things that are somewhat controversial, and so I have to like strategically plan how I'm gonna say things, but with this video I don't know what I'm gonna say. I just really wanted to just like talk. That's at this camp, like there's no phones, and like everyone was kind of doing the same stuff, and like
Hi, Juliet. I'm calling from Los Angeles Center Studio for acting and modeling.
I'm not interested in acting or modeling. Thank you, though.
Oh?
What the heck? Ugh. I don't know what to do. I just don't know how to talk about this, to be honest. Like, I just want to say what I want to say, but I don't even know what I want to say. Does that make sense? Ugh. I just want to cry. The reason I'm filming this is because, like, I think it's really beneficial to, like, go and talk to people while you're actually feeling emotions, instead of just like thinking like, okay, that's how I felt, I'm gonna talk about it like later with someone. Like, I like to talk about it like in the moment, and I know that a lot of people go through what I'm going through, and so I want to be the person to help you guys go through things. At the same time, a lot of people I know watch my videos and they don't actually like know me personally, and so it makes me like really uncomfortable like being so open with this topic, and I just don't really want to talk about it actually, but I know I need to. Anyways, so I went to this summer camp, and it was for church, and I really enjoyed it, and I became a Christian, like an actual Christian, not just like, oh, like I grew up Christian, because that's how I was like my whole life. I grew up Catholic, and I was baptized as a Catholic, did my first communion, confirmation, all that. People always talk about Jesus, but no one ever has ever once in my 17 years of living decided to explain who Jesus was, or like anything like that, or answered any questions. Because anytime I've ever asked anyone in my life a question about like Jesus, then they just say, oh, like I don't really know. That really started confusing me like in the past year, because I was like, okay, well, if you don't know, then why are you like praising this person that you don't know what they did, or like why you're praising them? Like, I just think that was like really like ignorant of me to be like in a religion where I didn't even know why, like what the religion was. And I'm coming from a very emotional state right now, so I'm not trying to be like judgmental of anyone who thinks like this. It's just like I'm kind of judgmental of the way I thought like last week, or even like a couple of days ago. I think I want to move. Thank you so much.
Good one.
You too. This is a venti dragon drink with light ice and no mango inclusions, and that's why it's like white. But yeah, so I went to this church camp. I was so genuinely happy like most of the time there. I think it was probably the best experience of my life, and it's really annoying for some people probably to hear that, because I have seen people go to this camp all the time. I hear people say, oh, it's the best week ever, best week ever. And it's like, how can you always have the best week ever at the same camp? Like, I just didn't understand. But I really do now. And I feel like you cannot judge people who are like me and are like, oh yeah, I discovered Jesus at this camp and stuff, if you didn't go. I don't even want to explain it. It's just like I can't explain it, and I don't want to. And a year ago, I went to like wilderness therapy, and so it kind of reminded me of that, because we didn't have phones and we couldn't talk to our parents. It's just like a weird dynamic coming from like a whole different lifestyle for like, even if it was just for 5 days, like coming from a different lifestyle into like real life. Everyone was kind of like very accepting, you know? And then when you come home, it's like people aren't as accepting, or people judge, or people question you, and it's just like I've been so proud of you at the camp, and then when you get home, they're like think it's like stupid or something. So yeah, that's just what I'm dealing with right now. And this whole week has just been like super emotional, and I don't know why, but like recently it's like every time I meet like any guy, like there were so many cute guys at this camp. Just like currently in my life, I'm just like really desperate for attention and being accepted, and I've become like kind of self-absorbed and like narcissistic, and I really hate that. But I don't know how to control that as of right now. I don't know what it is. Like I feel like I'm in 6th grade, like liking a different boy each week and like seeing if he looks at me. Like it just seems so dumb. Guys where I'm like, ooh, do they like me back? Or like once I find out a guy likes me, it's like I don't want to talk to them because I don't want to ruin that. The pastor was saying at one of the like sermons that some of us rather be loved by like a terrible person or like be in a bad relationship than be loved by no one. And I thought that was very true, because like literally a guy could treat me terrible and I won't even care because I want a boyfriend. And I hate admitting that because I sound like weak, you know, but I feel like that's very relatable for a lot of teenage girls and teenage boys, teenage whatever. Like a lot of teenagers, a lot of people, everybody just wants to be loved, you know. I sound so cheesy, I know, but like it's real. I don't know if I'm gonna put half of this stuff I'm talking about in the video, because I know people are gonna be like, oh, why'd you talk about that in that video, or oh, you talked about me in your video, or blah blah blah. Also, I talked about in, I think it was my last or my first My Current Struggle series video thing, I talked about faith. Basically before camp I somewhat believed in God and I didn't believe in Jesus. Now I believe in God and Jesus, and it's not like I believe, like I know. I really want to get baptized on Tuesday, but my family is supposed to leave for a family trip on Monday. I don't know, I'd rather be baptized with all these like people. I'm gonna cry again. I'd rather be baptized with all these people who I thought were like so loving than like go on like another family trip. I mean no disrespect to anyone, and I don't want to talk to my family about this, and like my family doesn't even know I'm like putting this on the internet, and like I don't know. I'm just feeling a lot of emotions right now, guys. I just low-key wish I could live at that camp, because like not having phones was really nice, and I was trying to say this earlier, like you're not really prepared. Like you're kind of just like, once you get on the bus, you're given your phone and then you go see your parents, and then like it's just like back to normal. And it's really hard because I don't feel normal. Like I feel like I'm like high on life right now, high on Jesus, what we said. I sound so like annoying right now, I think, and I'm sorry, but these are just my thoughts, and my thoughts annoy me probably more than they're annoying you right now. So but yeah, so it was kind of just like when I got on the bus, like everyone was kind of like on their phones and stuff, and I was just like, whoa, like that's so weird that like we all were having like these really deep conversations and talking about like Jesus and faith, and now like, everyone's on Snapchat not really talking to each other. I guess I'm just having a hard time coming back home from this camp, because everything feels like just how I left it, but I don't feel just how I left. And like last year when I got sent to wilderness, like I like came back a whole new person, but everything was the same when I got home, and so I'm kind of like feeling the same emotions, which is so weird. I don't know how to describe this other than like very emotional and difficult. And I made such good friends there also, but then like we come home and it's like, oh, but like everyone kind of has their friends. But some good things, I looked on my YouTube channel when I was on my way home, and in a week I gained 200 subscribers in 7 days, and I don't know how that happened. Like what so thank you. Sorry if you're new and this is like your second video of mine you're watching and I'm like crying the entire time. I don't know, I'm like new to this. If you're here because you're like, oh, a Christian YouTuber, like that is not what I am called. I don't want to be labeled as anything, you know. And I feel like once you say you're Christian or you do your baptism and you go to this camp, you're like labeled and people like judge you differently. Because I know I did, like I judge people for like acting like how I am right now. Like I could get so many compliments in a day, but if like 2 people give me hate, I'm only focusing on the hate comment, especially if it's from someone who I want to like accept me. Because like I don't know, does that make sense? I just feel so uncomfortable right now and I don't know what to do. Posting this is really risky because then everyone knows how I'm feeling. I do not like talking about how I'm feeling to people in real life, but I do love watching people on YouTube who I can relate to. And so hopefully if you're relating to this, please give this video a thumbs up or comment down below. Not saying that because I want to get famous or whatever, but I want to actually know that this is like helping people. Otherwise I'm not going to film videos like this because it's not comfortable for me. I had a conversation with my friends before I left for camp about like how churches can like brainwash people, and I don't want people to think that happened to me because I know it didn't. Like I felt it was real, and I'm not going to justify that because I know it, and like I don't need to prove that to anyone. I really just like want to be at church right now. I literally sound like a brainwashed person right now, but I'm not. Like this week was just so important for me and so real. Like literally I just want to prove to everyone, like Like, Jesus is so real. If I told myself that last week, I would be like, Julia, you're crazy. Like, you got brainwashed. Like, if someone was like, oh, I just went to church camp and Jesus is real, like, I would be like, okay, like, have fun with that. I just don't know how else to put it. So yeah, like, big monumental thing happened this week. I became a Christian. I made such a good friend with someone who literally, so much happened for that friendship to come together. The past like couple years, if like a bunch of stuff didn't happen, I would not have made friends with this person this week, and that makes no sense, and I know that, but literally religion does not make sense, but it does. Like, everything made sense this week. Everything that happened, like, that was bad in my life made sense this week, and I literally don't know who I am right now. Like, I feel like I'm in a dream, or like I just like got up from a dream and I like am going crazy, because all this stuff that I'm saying in this video, I literally have heard from so many people and I thought they were nuts. Right now, I just got a text from a boy. Guys literally make me crazy and I don't know why. Like, literally, guys who it's not like I've like known them forever and I've been like in love with them. Like, literally, it's not even that. It's just like, I get so like, I want to say obsessed. Like, it's so bad, and I really do not like that quality about myself right now. And it's not like a quality I've always had. It's just like in like recent months. I think it's just because I'm like so eager to have my husband and have kids and just move on to that part of my life, that I'm like, ooh, I want to like have a like high school, what's it called? High school sweethearts or something. There's been times in my life where I'm like, oh, I wish I said this to the guy. So lately I've just been like trying to be ballsy and like, okay, if I want to say something, I'm just gonna say it. But then it kind of just like ruins everything. So I feel like I just shouldn't talk to guys, but also it's like, that's all I want to do. Now I'm in a happy mood because a guy texted me, and I don't like that. I am uncomfortable with that. Like, I feel like it's just not right. Like, I feel like kind of like just like, ugh, like, why am I so like focusing so much time on that? And I feel like it is a distraction from like what I should be focusing on. Like, college applications for my dream school opened up yesterday, and I wasn't even home, but still, it just kind of made me feel like, oh shoot, I'm behind. I haven't really studied for my SAT and stuff, so I'm stressing about that a little bit. Just hope that this video helps someone out or helped someone relate at least. And I have a lot of exciting stuff that I'm very looking forward to, and I am okay for everyone asking. And I just want to thank you guys for subscribing, telling your friends to subscribe, and liking me enough to subscribe, and giving me a lot of like just love online, because that's where I am most vulnerable with people. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.